Hi guys, welcome to Bet Formula. I'm going to show you the most profitable pre-match betting strategy that I've ever created and ever been involved with. This is totally pre-match betting on the over goal market, and I'm going to show you exactly how I've made the most profit I've ever made in 8 years of creating systems and strategies. First, I'm not going to discuss a system that picks these selections. I'm just going to discuss the strategy that we use to make profit from the selections picked, and it's a great one. Now what we're doing is we're picking 4 selections using the system. So all this means is 4 selections for the over goal markets, and the 2 markets we're using these selections for are the over 2.5 goals and the over 0.5 first half goal market. So we pick 4 selections and we're using all selections for over 2.5 goals and for there to be 1 or more goal in the first half. It's the over 0.1 first half goal market. So we can see this profit sheet here. We can see this is £10 stakes, and we can see we've made tremendous profit of £556 in 19 days and 126 in 19 days, but in £10 stakes on the over 2.5 goals and over 1 first half goal. So that's 55 units profit for the over 2.5 goals and just over 12 units profit for the first half goal. So how did we create this, right? How have we smashed the game and how have we made so much profit? Well, what happens is we use the 4 selections in multi-bets, accumulator bets, parlay bets. You can clearly see 4 selections here, all used for the over 2.5 goals, combined in a multi-bet, also known as a parlay accumulator bet. Now if we go to the next slip, you can see the same 4 selections have been used for the over 0.5 first half goal market. So this bet wins if there's 1 goal in the first half in each match, and this bet wins if there's 3 or more goals in every match. So all matches have to have 3 or more goals in the over 2.5 goal bet, and the first half goal bet, every match has to have 1 more goal or the bet will lose, because it's an accumulator multi-bet, meaning every selection added needs to win. We place 2 separate multi-bets, meaning we can win 1 multi-bet and lose 1 multi-bet, lose both, or potentially win both. I'm going to show you the slip of the last high odds multi-bet we won. This was at odds 12.54 for the over 2.5 goal market. As you can clearly see, all 4 selections won, and this also was a first half goal winner too. But you can clearly see the massive high odds. Now why is this strategy so damaging to the bookmakers? Well, we find it pretty easy to pick selections via our system that's taken over 8 years to produce. Now you can clearly see the profit we actually made on that day was even higher because we gave a free multi-bet that was also a winner for both markets. Now if you can see the profit we've made from 2 bets here, that's 14.9 units. So this basically means the bookies will then need to make us lose 14 multi-bets just to get their money back. You can clearly see here when we're losing, we're only losing £10 per bet, but when we're winning much, much bigger. If you can see more than £10 loss, that's because we had 7 multi-bet losses on that day. You can clearly see just 1 winning day the next day made profit and eradicated that. And you can see here, staking £10 on the over 2.5 goals or the first half goal multi-bets. The 2.5 goal multi-bets, while they haven't won as many, they've made a lot more profit because we've managed to smash high odd winners above odds 9, odds 10. This one was an odds 15, so that was 140 something pound profit on a £10 stake. So that's basically how we're being able to hammer these bookmakers. We're having greater profit made with a higher risk market of the over 2.5 goals than the supposed lower risk market of the first half goals, because the lower odds of the first half goals compared to the high odds of the 2.5 goals. So you can clearly see, using 4 selections together over 19 days, that is a tremendous profit. And 19 days is quite a lot considering there's 7 bets here. So if you do 7 times 4, that's 28 selections in that day. There's a hell of a lot of selections, a lot of data gathered in 19 days. So it isn't a small data range. Also 19 days due to the fact we're using 4 selections at least on every day, and you can see profit's been tremendous, no fluke, absolutely smashing it up. So potentially what you could do if you have a good selection method or your own system, or you follow our stuff, is actually not even bother with the first half goals and maybe just concentrate on the over 2.5 goals, because that winner here for the odds 12.54, that was basically £111.54 profit if staking £10 per bet. Obviously if you're staking £100 per bet, that would have been over £1,100 profit. It would take the bookie 11 times of beating you, so you'd need to lose 11 more multi-bets for them to get their money back now, and they're not going to do it, are they? If you can see the spreadsheet and you can see how we're winning. So when you win like this, they then have to continue to beat you, meaning you could have a whole week of losses and you would still hold on to your profit. And that's the advantage of these high odd winning selections. As you see here, they're not all so high. This was like an odds 5. This was like an odds 5.5's returned decent profit back. Obviously we've taken the £10 stake away from this profit sheet, so you can clearly see this is just profit, not our stake added. And you can clearly see that, you know, mixing it up between the higher odds and the medium odds has done us tremendously well, with this day being especially good with 2 winning bets in total. But the first half goals, great, but fundamentally you can see great wins here without a loss. Look at that, all of those in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 loss, 1, 2, 3, you know, and then we had hit a few losses here, obviously not so good on this weekend. But once again, this kind of strategy, you don't care about losing days or even a losing week, because when you win so much that it's only a matter of time before you get your money back and smash up the bookies. So what I'm trying to say is, if you follow a strategy like this, don't be so concerned if you have 3 losing days in a row. It only takes 1 or 2 days for things to drastically turn around, and you can see the profit here. If people would have jumped involved here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 whole losing days here, with being down. How much would we have been down here? 150. But you can clearly see, even with this little loss here, the next 3 days we made up that losing run. So it doesn't matter when you jump in, you will make profit with a strategy like this. Even if you miss out on the big wins, it's only a matter of time before the big wins come back. So you've got to be aware that losing days can come with a strategy like this. You can see the first half goals, even that had 3 losing days. You know, some heavy losses over here, and this hasn't even made it back yet during this period. It's almost made it back, but not quite. So you can clearly see the higher odds, higher risk over 2.5 goals is actually lower risk. So the strategy is basically using 4 selections together for over 2.5 goal multi-bets and parlay bets, and potentially for the first half goals, but the over 2.5 goals is really where the money's at. We're expecting tremendous profit, and we're expecting the first half goals to pick up, so make sure to keep on tracking our results, and I'll let you know in a few weeks how this is going. But 19 days, absolutely tremendous strategy and selection method.